Welcome back to CARV Fitness. I'm your host, Joe Kwan. Today, my friends Dakota and Ashley are going to help us out with this 12-minute workout. Today's workout is 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off for 3 rounds of 4 movements. The first movement is a touchdown knee drive. You're going to be alternating legs when you do this movement, but you just go back, touch the ground, drive your knee up, and switch sides after every rep. A good modification for this is to do a step back into a knee drive and reducing the hip hinge for the touchdown. The next movement is going to be a crab toe touch. And again, we're alternating legs on this. So from this position, you're going to raise your hips, dip down, raise your hips again, touch your alternating foot with your opposite hand. Your opposite foot with your opposite hand. A good modification for this is to do away with the toe touch and just do hip bridges. The third movement is an up-down with the squat. An up-down is like a burpee without the push-up. And instead of stopping there, we're going to add 1 squat just to make it a little bit harder. So to do this, start from that standing position, hands plant down on the ground, feet shoot back, come back up, and then do a squat. That's that extra movement we're talking about. A good modification for this is to just go down to in that same position, walk your feet back, walk them back forward, and then just do a squat at the top. And to make it even easier, you can just do a toe touch with an air squat, if for some reason your wrists or your shoulders can't handle that plank position. The last movement in this block is going to be a shoulder tap with an arm raise. Actually, here's going to demonstrate what the shoulder tap looks like with that arm raise. You'll notice that you stay in that static position with that one arm off the ground a lot longer. So this is making it a little bit more difficult than a traditional shoulder tap exercise and a little bit slower, which I feel like makes it harder. Something to remember in this movement is also to keep your feet nice and wide so you're nice and stable. Right now, Ashley is demonstrating a modification for this. So instead of going from your toes, you can obviously come from your knees. Do the same movement. If this is too difficult, you can just hold a plank from your hands or your elbows for the 30-second duration. All right, are y'all ready to go? Again, this is going to be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It is going to be a challenging workout, so remember, take rests when you need, but you do have 30 seconds rest built in. If you need to, in that 30 seconds, to take a breath here and there, that is totally fine too. Make sure you have a nice bottle of water next to you. Take small sips as you need it. You don't want to, log your belly too much, especially when you're doing these dynamic movements. All right, if y'all are ready, I'm ready. We're gonna go again, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for 3 rounds of these 4 movements in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. It's 15 seconds. Right now you can see Ashley's doing the movement, and something that we've talked about doing is upscaling some of these movements to make them a little more dynamic by throwing in a nice strong knee drive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So now we have a 30-second rest. You can use this time how you want. Some people like to shake their legs out, get a sip of water, sit on the ground, kick your feet around, get ready for the next movement. We have about 15 seconds before we move on. Remember, with these crab toe touches, they are a little bit tricky. You are going to have to shift your weight back and forth to get a nice stable platform. And here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now with a 30-second on, 30-second off workout, your rep counts are going to be different after every round, because as you get more tired or as you warm up more, you're going to be able to do more or less actual movements. In 10 seconds, we're going to take another 30-second rest. Now if for some reason, and rest, if for some reason in this crab toe chest you do have a shoulder issue or something like that, remember you can do those modifications to make it a little less impact on your shoulders and your wrists. In 15 seconds, we're gonna go into those up downs with an air squat. Start at the top of your mat for this one, because you're gonna shoot your feet back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, high fives, go. Now with these movements as well, make sure these air squats are nice and deep air squats, standing them back up. Every time we're opening our hips at the top, I don't want to see anyone cheating and doing these kind of half squats. Always open up those hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Going into our fourth movement, the shoulder tap with an arm raise. Yeah, this one's kind of a little challenging today. That's good though, right? Here we go, 10 seconds. Shoulder tap with an arm raise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Feet nice and wide, core nice and tight. Butt should not be sticking up in the air. And you can see Ashley here is doing the modification. Remember, you can do these from your knees. 15 seconds left. You should be getting a nice core burn at this point. Shoulders should be getting a good workout. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So that's one round down. We have 2 more to go. We're gonna keep the same pacing. See if you can keep the same rep count through all of these movements, through all 3 rounds, if you can. If you can't, try to scale it back just by doing fewer movements, or if you need to, go into those modifications. 10 seconds, going into those touchdown knee drives again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now see, Ashley is going into that upscaled option of getting a nice dynamic knee drive and getting off of the ground. Now again, remember you can do this if it's difficult to get into that rear lunge position. You can do these as toe touches, just as I'm doing right here. Or going down and going nice and slow. 2, 1, and rest. Coming up next, crab toe touches, alternating again. Oh, how are y'all feeling? A little bit. These are kind of confusing movements, but I feel like sometimes that's a good thing for our bodies and our muscles to get a little confused. It's 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. As you can see, Dakota is doing the modification this round, where she's just doing nice hip bridges and holding for a split second at the top. Nice engagement. All right, 10 more seconds, y'all. Breathe. You guys breathing? Yeah. I always forget to breathe sometimes. 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds rest. Going into the up-down squat. Now, everyone knows I love burpees. An up-down squat is pretty close to a burpee. If we just added that push-up, we'd be there. 15 seconds going into these up-down squats. Why do I love burpees so much? I don't know why. They're just so fun. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now Ashley's got the nice modification with the step back. This is awesome if you can't do that dynamic movement of hopping your feet back. It's a good way to practice it. Even if you're doing burpees, that step back is just as good if you can't get that dynamic movement. 10 seconds. Coming into a 30-second rest in 4, 3, 2, 1. Last movement in this round. 1 round to go after this round. 1 complete round to go after this next movement, I should say. Going for the shoulder tap with an arm raise. Remember, if you need to modify now, Do these from your knees. If you're feeling great, stay on your toes, nice and tight. Make sure your core is very rigid and your tailbone is tucked under for these. Feet nice and wide. Get ready in 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Shoulder tap, arm raises. See if you can match those numbers from previous rounds. Dakota is doing the modification of doing a static plank hold for 30 seconds. I'm not so sure that that's a modification downwards or not, but it's definitely a difficult thing to hold for 30 seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Always try to go to the very end of these movements. Don't short yourselves those last 3 seconds because every second counts when we do these movements. All right, last round coming up. Y'all feeling okay? We got this. Starting to sweat. That's good. 15 more seconds. We're going to go into those touchdowns with the knee drive. 10 seconds. Whew. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The confusing movement again. Have to think about it. That's good. I'm going to join you with these. Right now, I'm just thinking, left foot, right hand, left foot, something like that. That's good. Here we go, last 8 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Y'all, it's getting a little tough, but we're gonna make it through, I know for a fact. Crab toe touches coming up in about 15 seconds. Here we go, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, got the synchronicity going on here, y'all. This is good. Keeping each other honest. Falling over. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Up, down squats coming up. 2 more movements before we're done. Yeah. I know, same here. Same here. Here we go. 10 seconds. Get that sip of water if you need. Shake those arms out. Up, down squats. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, almost forgot my squat. Confusing me. Last 10 seconds, y'all. And rest. Last 30-second rest. You got this. Whew. Shoulder tap with an arm raise coming up. Last 30 seconds of work. Oh. It's bad when you get this winded doing these types of movements, and you just know that you have 30 more seconds of these movements coming up. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet nice and wide. And get these shoulder taps in, y'all. Let's go. Whew. All right, last 15 seconds. You notice how Dakota and Ashley's bodies don't move at all when they do this? That's awesome. Nice, good and strong cores. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Awesome, good job. Woo! All right, y'all, thanks so much for being here today. That was a nice, quick 11.5-minute workout. Right now your body's ready for a recovery block. You need to cool yourself down, stretch those arms and legs out. See you in a second. Bye.